Okay, so welcome to our final retro and the final week of TCL-35. We're all very curious to see your project. Congratulations for getting to the finish, and great job. And today I'll be doing the demos. So please, who wants to start? Somebody?
I can do that. Wait.
Okay, thank you, Ayu.
Great.
Let's see. Wait. Let me share my screen. Sorry. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So for this project, we decided to just do everything with Bootstrap. And this is what we come with the design. This is the home page where you can join an existing list or create a new list. And it's also responsive. And for example, if you want to join an existing list and you don't enter anything there, we have this error message of the token does not exist and enter a valid token. And also if we create a new list, it will go directly to the smart shopping list where it says that we don't have any list yet and we can add an item. But for this demo, I think I will try to see from the existing list where it's and once we got into the list page where we can see that this is for the green one is the soon, the items that we want to have soon, and then yellow one is the kind of soon, and then the inactive one, they're all in the red. And if we go to the add items, we have the smart shopping plan. We can enter what we want to buy. And if we click without anything inside, then we also have the error message. Make sure you add an item. And let's say we want to add cheese. We also have the error that item already exists. And I don't know, let's try flour. And if we see the list again, then we see that it's on the purple. And also we consider as well for the accessibility, yes, sorry. And if you see the accessibility, we don't have any errors and contrast or anything within the smart shopping list. And if we go to the add item, and we run the wave, we also don't have any errors and everything like that. We already have H1 and area label and stuff. And if we go back to the home page, and run the accessibility tools, we also don't have any issues with the accessibility. So this app is responsive and all features are there and all the accessibility is already passed. And that's it from us.
Thank you very much. You,
Any question? Yeah.
I just want to say that it's a very impressive change between in just 1 week. Now that you've improved the design, I mean, last week it was just an app that was functional and not so good looking, and then in only 1 week, you said you used Bootstrap.
Yes.
I think some of you knew Bootstrap and some of you didn't, or nobody knew it. I don't remember.
Only Dana, I think, that have done Bootstrap before. Me, Fatima, and I don't know if Edema also haven't done any Bootstrap yet.
Yep, and see, Bootstrap is really great for putting something together and instantly, because it helps you a lot with margins, with layout, with all that. You can instantly put together something that looks nice without knowing too much about design. And I also like that image of the shopping cart. It generally, the design was very minimal and clean. It had a nice white background, and this sort of designs, they're good for accessibility, and also they look good on all devices if you don't have a lot of colors or flashy things. And what else that I liked? For instance, that the delete button was red and scary, so it's like you can't press here by mistake. You have to pay attention. If you press here, something bad is going to happen. Yep, and the little shadows were a nice touch. It was all really great. Do you want to maybe go over the code a bit, the CSS, so we can see it?
Let me share the screen again. So first I want to show the CSS. Within the CSS, actually, we don't do that much, except like to change the font size and the position to center things, and then adding the margins. We play heavily with the Bootstrap. So we have the Bootstrap here. We import the Bootstrap, and also we use the Bootstrap icons for the error messages. And like, for example, in the add item, here we have the navbar, where we finally split into a new section, a new file, so that we can inject this navbar inside the add items and also the list item, like this one. So we have navbar as well here. And as for the code, everything is really Bootstrap. We use the React Bootstrap. So we have also like container and then row. This is coming from the React Bootstrap. And then the classes, we use the Bootstrap 5 to adjust everything.
Sorry, when you were scrolling, there was this component that was alert dot heading.
Yes.
First of all, I didn't know that you could use dots in component names. So that just standed out. Is this your own component, or is it
No,
coming from a library?
it's come from the library, the React Bootstrap. So we have, like, for example, this alert heading. And also, if we see in home page, that we also have like this form, and then we have form group, and then from label, and then from control, like that. So the control ID here is saying like the form label, HTML4.
Okay, and since you said that you mostly use Bootstrap, generally from a user experience point of view, sometimes it's better if you use the same old boring techniques when you make an app, because you know the user, they expect specific things when they're using apps, because they're used to the same things being in the same places in most apps. So this actually helps the user more, instead of making, I mean, you can always make something that's super innovative and you know, very strange and all that, but that's not always so good from a user experience point of view. So, you know, following some standard patterns is better and it's more usable. And as you said, you also paid attention to accessibility. That's also
Yes.
good. And yep, it's a very good looking app.
What was the name of the? It was a book that was called "Don't Make Me Think," right? About that user experience. Yeah, you did just that. Don't make me think.
I'd love to hear about. It's called "Don't Make Me Think." It's about usability. The idea being like it should just be really obvious how to do everything, right?
Exactly. And as I said, users expect the sort of the same things from every app they see. So they expect the header to be on top, the menu to be a hamburger, and be usually on the right. So this way you can really help the user, especially if it's an app like this, a shopping list. So the user, when they're using it, they want to do a specific job. They don't want to, play around. So they just want to do 1, 2, 3 in a couple of minutes and get done with it. So this is a very great way to help the user. So anybody else has any questions, comments, want to present something?
I would love to hear from the team just like what the process was to go like getting to your design and then working together to scope it and write the tickets and do all the work and everything. What was that like for you?
Okay, so for the last week, it's about the styling, and it's 4 of us doing that, right? So we split our task into the pages. So for example, I did the home page, and then Fatima did the list item, and then Dana did the add item, and also Edema for the footer. So we split those, and we decided on which frameworks we're going to use, and then which color we're going to use, and things like that. And then at the end, we try to test the accessibility, all of us. And that's how we did it.
Well, actually, we first met to just discuss the overall design direction. And we decided to go off and just do like Monday research, find some examples that we each liked, and came back. And Fatima came back with the best design that we all kind of liked. And then that's the direction we went, basically.
Nice.
What about the decision of the bootstrap? How that came up? There was a fight, or
no, there was no fight. It was just like, it seemed like to be the easiest one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And usually in work teams, sometimes when you want to pick a tool, sometimes you pick the tool either everybody knows or somebody knows and can teach the others. It's not like it's objectively the best tool, but it's the best tool for that situation.
Yeah.
So, and also, now that you improve the design, it's very obvious how important the job of the front-end developer is, because, you can have all the best APIs in the backend, but if it doesn't have a nice UI, nobody can use it. So it's kind of useless. Only other developers can use it. So always feel proud about this if you decide to go the route of a front-end developer. Or I don't know, maybe you'll pick another job. We'll see today in the retros, we have a section about what's next. And I'm very curious to hear about it. So do you have anything else for the demos? Yeah, everybody did a great job throughout the program. And we can move on to the retro. If everything is okay, Chamako will be presenting it.
I'm gonna actually drop, but I just want to say excellent job, everybody. Oops, I'm gonna paste in if we're not already connected on LinkedIn, make sure we connect. And then as you go forward and you're looking for jobs, if you ever need an introduction to somebody or recommendation or anything like that, let me know. But great work these last 8 weeks. I'm so proud of you, and I'm just happy for you.
Thank you so much, Andrew.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks for
All right,
dropping
we'll
by.
see you later.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to paste the link for easy access. We're going to take 10 minutes or so to quickly fill them out. All right. The next 10 minutes. The
Sorry,
link
Sumaka,
is in the chat box. Yeah.
sorry, Sumaka, you said 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
10, okay, thank you.
All right. Does anyone need more time? Or we can start to read them out. Hello.
I am fine.
Okay.
Then,
All right. So I guess we should start, right?
Yep, Chamaka, just please hit cancel on all the top cards so we have more space. In each column, the cancel for the first card.
Cancel.
A bit lower. Nope, just a bit down.
the cancel button.
Yep, the
Oh.
cancel button next to, yep, thank you very much, thank you.
All right. Okay. Edema, let's start with you. Appreciation, we're doing this column. Hello. Edema,
Okay, so can you hear me?
yes, I
Can you hear
hear
me?
you.
Okay, so I
Yes, we
just
can hear
yeah, so really grateful to everyone in the team for the work and collaboration that we had throughout this week, and also the whole period since we started out on the program. So the mentors and the collabs that I worked together with were all really great, and I want to especially appreciate every member of the team, starting from the people I work with, Ayu, Dana, Fatima. So thanks for all that we did together during the project, and to our mentors. I'm really grateful to David, Golfo, and Chamaka. I'm super grateful. Also, I want to appreciate Stacy for like, okay, even though she was not always there, there are some other stuff that she also reached out to us and also did for us also, and which also included what she will be doing in the career lab. And Alex Moto, I think she reached out to me during a code of conduct, to know how the program was and what if there was any challenge and all this stuff. So I'm also grateful, and also very grateful to Andrew for the opportunity that he gave to like work with everyone here. So I'm really grateful to everybody for all the work with it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Idema. All right, David.
Yeah, so thanks everyone. It has been a great experience, and I have to say that we also, the mentors, we learn a lot from this experience. So I appreciate that. And I hope to see you around the Collab Lab community in some way or another. So hope to see you around. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you so much. Fatima.
Yeah.
Fatima.
Yes, sorry, I was muted. Kudos to all the team members for a great job done, and to all the mentors too. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome, Fatima. Thank you so much. All right, Ayu.
Shout out to the whole team for the last week's working together. Thank you, and we did it, guys. And thank you for all mentors for your time helping and guiding us.
Yep, you're welcome. Go for.
Thank you. So thank you everybody in our team and the entire Collab Lab for your amazing work during our fall cohort, and the collabs and mentors of TCL-35. Thank you for all the fun times we had in the weekly syncs and our office hours. I learned a lot in a diverse team. And by the way, I also want to put emojis in the cards. I'm just, I don't know how to put them. I didn't have a keyboard with emojis that I copy paste them from different sites. So that's why I don't have any emojis.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, it's my turn. Super shout out to every member of the team. Like, we did it, both the developers and the mentors. And as David and Golfer said, it was also a learning experience for we mentors. Like I learned a lot. I was filled with lessons and interactions and skills building too, because teamwork is also building skills. I'm super, super happy how it turned out. And I'm super grateful to everyone that contributed to that. Thank you so much. All right, Dina.
I feel like everyone's saying goodbye. I thought there's like 2 more weeks Career Lab. I'm still gonna see you guys, right? What's going on? I was writing the card like it's just any other week, so I don't know what's going on in your
I'm
end.
going to be around still, so
So I'm like just focus on this week, like it's just another week. But anyway, yeah, thank you for a great week. Everyone working together from beginning to end. It was super consistent, and yeah, we got it done. So thank you to everybody.
Yep, you're welcome. All right, moving over to this one. What went well? Edima. Hi, Edima.
All right, so we were able to, like, as you can see from what we have, the app, to be able to get a well-functional, professional-looking app. So by the end of the week, also the coordination and expertise showed by everyone was great. Like, was cool.
Yep. Fatima.
Yeah, so this week task went well with a lot of coordination.
Fatima, I'm not hearing you.
We were able to work together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What about now?
A little bit better. Okay, go ahead.
What about now? Okay, yeah. So I
Yeah.
said this week task went well with a lot of coordination among the team members. We were able to coordinate amidst ourselves and decide on the frameworks to use and the sample to look at. So it went well. I hope you get that. Did you get me?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right. Ayu.
Yeah, the app works well both functionally and design.
Yep. Go for.
Everything was sorted out and we had a great outcome. App looks amazing, responsive and accessible. So mostly everything went well.
Yeah. So for me, what went well is our app is fully functional and very beautiful, just as we set out to do. We achieved everything we set out to achieve this activities. And it's very nice. So Dana.
So I think the same thing as before. Let me just see. Yeah, we worked really well throughout the week, and we had really good momentum, and yeah, and then we got the job done. And can I just say, like this project part of GitLab, like they need a better designer. Like this is not good. You know, like you can't scroll like down on the page when you have sort of like the column spanning like bigger than. Sorry, I'm complaining about. they need a better. They need to hire better or hire more. This is not good. It's like it's so hard to scroll down because you think you can scroll down a page, but you can only scroll within that column.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Okay, okay, that's it for me.
All right, thank you so much, David.
Yeah, so we usually focus on the outcome, but yeah, you were able to finish the styling issue in only 1 week. That's only the execution. Okay, so the important part is that you managed to handle to plan and coordinate. That's more important, and it's the objective of this program for you to have experience on those kind of things. So great teamwork and congratulations.
Yeah. All right. So what kept us from making progress? What can we do better? Well, there is no next sprint. So what can we do better individually? Like lessons learned. All right, Fatima.
Okay, so for me, we actually used a week work on the design, but it was supposed to be 2 weeks. So I feel if we were able to use the whole 2 weeks, our app will have come out much better than this.
All right. Are you?
Yeah, we pushed back some schedules to fix issues and refactoring the codes, but at the end, we finished this strong together.
Yeah. Go for.
Yep, the same thing for me, that the schedule was pushed back a couple of days because of the sorting issues, but the team made up for this in the final weeks.
Yeah. And also, some of them were not familiar with Bootstrap, but you were able to come together and then read the docs and come up with really beautiful design. That's nice. All right, Dina.
Yeah, similar. I think given that most people weren't that familiar with Bootstrap, I think we did the best we could. So it was good.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the last column, what's next for you, Fatima?
Okay, for me, I have a full course on React that I'm taking on Udemy right now. So just to learn the state management, TypeScript, and all. So and after that, I would like to learn a backend language so that I can know how the two sync together. Also, start applying for jobs.
All right. Are you?
I want to learn React properly and strengthen my skill, create 1 or 2 crowd projects as my portfolio so I can start looking for and get a remote job by next year.
Okay. So for me, I have a couple of projects I'm working on, so I'll just focus on them, finish them up, and then brush up my CV again to look for new levels of challenges. That'll be next year, of course. All right, Dana.
Yeah, same as all of you. I'm also gonna work on a few projects and yeah, like full stack and get to know Docker and pick up Rails. It's been a really long time since I worked on Ruby. So hopefully by mid next year, I'm hoping to see what can happen.
That's so nice. Okay, Nduma, I see you added your own card now. Carlo?
What has always been in my continue learning and building more provide for more opportunities.
All right.
So
Yeah.
for the ones that are going to go through backend or full stack, you can. I'm more a backend guy than a frontend guy, so you can ping me whatever you want if you have questions.
Okay, cool. We'll hold you on that.
Yeah.
David, because I'm also a little curious, when, I think of studying some backend, but I don't know where to start. It's like, okay, if somebody gives me a starting point, but there's this roadmap for backend developers. I think it has some, technologies and all that.
Yeah, but that's super broad. You already have, you can skip some parts of that learning path if you want. So it's at the end, it's like in front end, it's build something. Like the language is more depending on your maybe the preference, or if you are looking for a specific company and they have a specific language, maybe you want to target for that language because it's going to give you more chance of being hired there, or for the one that has more hype. I don't know. For Dana, for example, willing to Rails, Ruby is not that popular, but a lot of great companies use it. So it reduces the scope a little bit, but it's also any backend language is going to be great. But if you want to target, if you want it to make you more hireable, maybe you should target to the things that you like, the type of companies that you like. So you can use, there are good frameworks for almost any backend language that can help you to create a API super fast and start from there.
I'm actually also kind of curious because I learned backend before front end. I learned Node.js and I started to create my own project with Node.js. And one of my friends who lives in Germany, she said, why don't you try to, look at the market demand in the Netherlands? And then I saw that in the Netherlands for backend, they use PHP, Laravel, .NET, and Java. And there's no Node.js at all. So I was
There
like,
is. There's a lot of jobs that are full stack JavaScript. There's a ton. There's a ton. Yeah, because if you know the front end JavaScript, I honestly don't know why you would go to another language before you just pick up Node, because it's like way easier. You know the syntax, right? It's just knowing different way of writing routes. That's the way of writing routes. And once you know one way, you know every way. It's just substitute syntax mostly. But there's definitely companies that run now, at least from like the job postings I've seen, that are like mostly on the JavaScript front and back end. Some
well, for front end, yes, but for back end, not really. And that's why I finally like, okay, then I will start with the front end and then like go back to the back end.
I don't know.
Yeah, but if you go to full stack, then it's more like what Dana is saying. But those also are more startup-ish companies that they can choose technology. The ones that you say with PHP, Java, and things like that are more old-fashioned or things like that. Maybe also there are some startups doing PHP, but yeah, it's also a good one. Also, Dana, don't think it's great that you have the syntax knowledge about the front end in JavaScript, but some the backend and going with the asynchronous nature with promises and things like that, that gets complicated when the system gets complex. So it's a double sword. I cannot say that in English. It's
double-edged sword.
Yeah, that's double-edged sword. So it's great that you can make for profit of knowing the syntax, but also it's not as simple as it seems. So yeah, but anyone is it's a good pick. But for example, going from the asynchronous nature of JavaScript, if you want to go to a more traditional one like PHP, they don't have a powerful event-driven thing. So you will need to learn more traditional object-oriented programming. So every backend language has its pros and cons. But yeah, it's a good path picking JavaScript because you already know the syntax. It's for starting, it's a great path.
And lately, I've been seeing a lot of job posts. If you're interested in a skill, they're asking for TypeScript, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
I see
also.
so many job posts that ask for React and TypeScript. It's strange. In the last year, I've never seen so many in the previous years. And for me, I'm thinking that I should learn TypeScript. And you can find front-end jobs. I've been working for the past years only on the front end, so it's not necessary to also know backend. I mean, if you want to and like to, okay, but it's not absolutely necessary.
Yeah, it's true. And about TypeScript, we recently started using it at work too. Like, I think most companies are now making use of it in their projects. They are just starting out with.
It's getting popular here too.
Yeah, with JavaScript. So David, I wanted to ask, so when I did my bootcamp, I did a little bit of Node and I built two applications, CRUD applications. But I just want to know, is backend all about building APIs? Like, is
No.
that all
no.
there is to backend?
No. Well, that's
What else? Because that's the only
okay.
thing they taught us this.
My company, we have maybe what can I say, 50 services, only one API, so it's not that. So services can communicate between each other in a lot of ways. APIs is only one, so the most typical one is use messaging queues for communicate between services. So yeah, and then are others like gRPC, cannot, today my English is super rusty. gRPC, yeah, gRPC. It is based on protocol buffers by Google, and it's a way for communicating to services in a more efficient way. So it's binary, it's no text, and you can have schema for changing the versions and things like that. So backend, it's another beast. So it's not only APIs at all.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how as front-end people, we only think about backend is that they give us APIs to do
API.
stuff. That's what you know about them.
That's the only thing I know about backend.
Yeah, for example, there are teams that only make clients for business logic for other teams to use, and it's direct calls to database and catch and queues and things like that. So yeah, there is it's huge. Backend, depending on where you sit, it's
and depending on the product you're building, I guess.
Yeah, also, yeah.
All right.
And don't you think that because I noticed there is something about people working with JavaScript, the technology changes a lot. Like people that are working with other languages, let me say Python. So people that are working with Django REST framework, you see a lot of the community, they are coming together to improve what they have already, even if there will still be other frameworks. But JavaScript is just like everybody comes up every particular day, bring up a particular technology, everybody's drifting there. And as they are learning that one, they're bringing another one all together. Everybody. So instead of people coming together to develop the one we have already, so you just be learning different technologies. So you might not even be seeing the end to it. So I'm just thinking how it could work out that way. It seems to improve because some other languages have technologies and framework that are a bit more stable and people are contributing to it. But for JavaScript, it's what.
Tema, we lost you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
No, yes.
Are you able to hear me now? Are you able to hear me?
Sorry, you said that
my network is just becoming really terrible this tonight. I don't know whether you got what I was actually saying.
Yeah, we lost the last 5 seconds or 10 seconds. So yeah.
About the way the technology changes.
It's moving, yeah.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
Yep.
Even with the recent Web3 craze, did anyone join the developer DAO group?
Which group?
The Web3 one.
DAO about Web3.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
The friends on Twitter right now, it's just as if you're not talking about it, you're being left behind. So new things will always come out. That's just one thing with tech. Like someone will always think of better thing or something they think is better and try to introduce it to other people. So to keep coming, it's a matter of sticking to your own area and just like keep improving.
Yeah, and I don't know when people say GM, what does
Is that
mean?
is that good morning? I think it means
Yeah,
good morning.
GM. That's their method of greeting each other.
Yeah.
And the NFTs, I want an NFT. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with it or what it is, but I want one. But then I see how expensive it is, and I don't want. And yeah, Web3 makes me feel really old. It's like I've already reached the age where I don't understand what the kids are up to. So it makes me
Well,
feel bad.
I'm not the cool
Taking
kids.
over next year
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, so I think we've seen the demos, done the retro. I think we don't have anything else for today. And since we were talking about, I think Dana said that she thought we will be meeting in the career lab. Generally, I see the Slack, even if I'm not actively mentoring. I always have the Collab Lab Slack open in my Slack bar.
Me too.
So I check out messages, sometimes I post. So if anybody wants to write something to me, and I'm even very active on LinkedIn. If you message me there, I will see the message and I will answer. And I'll post, I'm not sure if I'm connected with everyone. There's a fly again in front of my camera. I'm not sure if I'm connected with everyone, so I'll just post my LinkedIn in the Slack channel.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that as well.
Okay, so thank you very much, everybody.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice evening and good luck with everything.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Wait, we have to take a picture for our
Oh,
blog
yeah.
post. I almost forgot. So
I love my camera.
okay, so cameras and okay, Chumaka.
We've not taken a picture before. Am I able to unlike?
I will, I can just, pick a screenshot, but I wanted, everybody to smile. And
Okay, you guys can just go ahead, I guess.
or I don't know, Chumaka, I can just find a picture of you and just, put it there.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Okay, so smile, everybody. Okay, great. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, good
All right.
night.
Have a
Bye,
good
bye.
evening, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, you too. Bye.